everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm showing you guys this purple and yellow acrylic design set that I recently done. I'm working on my Glamerliz practice hand. I do have a discount code for Glamerliz which I will leave in the description box below. And this set was inspired by this absolutely beautiful flower I got from my garden the other day, so I thought I would leave in a pic to show you guys. So yeah, onto the design. I've already applied my tips and a thin layer of acrylic, and now I'm coming in with these three colours. So all of the acrylics I'm using today are from CJP. However, as always, I will leave the products I use listed in the description below. So I'm picking up wet beads of bright violet, parrot feathers and snow white, just placing them down on the nail and swirling my brush through them to create that marble effect. And I'm just sort of taking this up the entire length of the tip of the nail. I hope that makes sense. But basically, as you see from the picture, it's being a marble at the tip and then I'm ombreing my core colour over the top. So I'm just working my way up the nail until I'm happy with where that marble finishes. So I just keep applying those colours and keep swirling my brush through them. And I was going to leave it here, but I did decide just to take it a little bit further down so I could blend it out a little bit more. So with these beads, you'll see that I apply them and marble them in the exact same way as before. But then whilst they're still wet, I'm going to start blending them out, or sorry, blending them back, just so that there's not a harsh line, and it makes it a little bit easier to blend your core colour over the top. So then I'll leave that marble to all set, and I'm going to come in and do exactly the same again on the ring finger, because these two nails are pretty much the same. Obviously no two marbles are going to look the same, and that's what I quite liked about this set, because I got the inspiration from that flower, and although there's hundreds of flowers that have the same name, you never hardly see two that will be completely identical. Obviously petals and colours, etc., all the variations, and that's why I wanted to do a marble in this set, to sort of represent that flower and how it's a marble, two marbles, but they're going to look completely different. So yeah, I'm basically doing the exact same process though, coming in with those three colours, applying them nice and wet so I can swoosh my brush through them, and then I'll blend them out at the back just to make that ombre a little bit easier. And then you would have seen in the picture that I do also have some black going through this marble, but that was actually done with some gel paint towards the end of the set. I didn't want to put black acrylic through it because I just thought that I wouldn't be able to get nice, thin, defined black lines. So that was why I decided I would do them with gel paint at the end of the set rather than black acrylic. And then I'm going to leave those two marbles to completely set before I will ombre my core colour over the top, just because those colours need to set or you'll just be pulling the pigment around and it'll just make your ombre harder to create. So whilst I'm waiting for those to set, I've moved on to the pointer finger and I'm coming in with parrot feathers, and I'm just painting this colour on and building up the coverage, to be honest, until I'm happy with how it is. I probably took it further down the nail than I needed to, but I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing with the glitter fade when I first started out. With this set, I knew that I wanted the two marble ombres, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do on the pointer and little finger, so I just winged it with some glitter fades. And I'm really loving layering different cut glitters at the moment as well. So I actually used 3 different glitters in this glitter fade to create the effect that I ended up with. But again, here I am just faffing around with parrot feathers, to be honest, and painting it on still. Like I said, I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing. And when I don't know what I'm doing in a set, I tend to really faff around. So here I'm coming in with the first glitter. Now this is a fine purple holo glitter. It's from Trilogy. I'm not 100% sure on the name, but I will find out and pop it in the description box below. But I'm picking that up with clear acrylic, wet beads of clear acrylic, dipping them into the glitter and then just patting and pressing that onto the nail and blending it out slightly for that glitter fade. This is a really pretty purple glitter, but when I started this set, I pulled out all the products that I wanted to use and I went for purple glitters, and then once I was sort of working with the acrylic and everything, I feel like the purple in the acrylic didn't really go very well with these purple glitters. So maybe I should have gone with something that was a little bit more pinky purple rather than this more Cadbury purple. But hey ho. So the second glitter I used is one from the Glitter Nail Angel, and it is called Purple Rain, and it's a beautiful multi-cut purple glitter. I do have a discount code for the Glitter Nail Angel, which I will leave in the description box below. And then on the top of that glitter, I'm then coming in with some of these chunky flowers. These are from a mix called Lavendar Fields, which is from the nail team. And I'm just picking out the more chunky pieces of the mix and placing them down on top of that previous glitter. I absolutely love this mix, these purple flowers. They are absolutely beautiful. So then I've moved on to the little finger, and I'm coming in with bright violet at the cuticle area and just pulling this colour down. Now this colour is from CJP's design powders collection. So their main colours and their core colours don't require capping because they're strength powders, but these ones, they have a little baseball cap on the lids, and it basically means that they do need capping. So they work a little bit different. They're very, very highly pigmented, and you literally do just paint them on. I work with most of my acrylics in that way anyway, but this one, where it is so pigmented, I did struggle a little bit. I was really panicking about getting it on the silicone of my hand and stuff like that. So as you can see, I'm just taking my time with small beads of acrylic to paint it on. I don't use the design powders very often because I only have like 2 or 3 of them. So I do find them a little different to work with because they're just, the pigment content in them is so high. So then over the top of that, I'm doing a glitter fade again, and I'm starting off with Lemonade from the Glitter Nail Angel, which is a really beautiful yellow iridescent mix. And I wanted the yellow to pop a little bit more, so that's why you see I'm building it up a little bit, but it has that beautiful peachy iridescent tone to it. And then over the top of that, I'm coming in with Glitter Stella's Lemon Sorbet. And this is more of a bright yellow. It looks a little bit green on screen, but it's quite yellow in real life. And I'm just tapping that on, patting it around, making sure all those pieces of glitter are lying nice and flat. And with both of these mixes, I have picked them up with small wet beads of clear acrylic. And I'm just keeping my brush nice and wet as well, so that I can nudge everything around. And then again, over the top of that wet glitter mix, I'm just tapping on some of those flowers from the mix from the nail team. I'm not adding any extra acrylic with these because the glitter and acrylic underneath is still tacky enough for them to set in place, sorry. And I love the effect on this nail. I felt like the pointer finger didn't really flow with the set, to be honest, and I wish I'd maybe done both the little finger and the pointer finger the same. And now those marble nails are all set, I'm going to come in and finish off my ombres. So I'm placing Peach Sorbet down at the cuticle area, using the tip of my brush to get a nice neat cuticle, and then I'm just fading that colour down over the marble. I'm not worrying about creating the perfect fade with this first bead of acrylic, but I'm just really smoothing it out so that it starts creating a nice blend. And I'm then coming in with a slightly wetter bead, blending out the back of the bead, and then this is the bead that I'm creating my ombre with. So as you can see, where it's a little bit wetter, it just made creating the fade a little bit easier. It was tricky fading the nude colour over these bright, highly pigmented colours, to be honest. So I did just come in with a few little beads here and there, just touching it up where I felt like it was needed until I was happy with the ombre. I really, really love anything ombre, anything faded. It's just, do you know how everyone has their favourite thing in nails that they enjoy doing? Because I'm by no means perfect at ombres, but I just find them so much fun to do. If I see a set and it contains an ombre, I instantly love it. So although these weren't perfect, I just was really, really pleased at how they turned out. So then I'm coming in and doing exactly the same on the ring finger. So I'm placing that bead of acrylic down, getting a nice neat cuticle area, and then pulling it down over those colours. And just going back to what I said about how ombres are my absolute favourite thing to do, let me know what your favourite thing in nails is below. I know lots of people absolutely love doing crystals or stamping. Like, that's why I think every nail tech has, or home user, sorry, as well, whichever you are, anyone who does nails, they always will have something that's their favourite thing to do. So ombre is mine. Let me know what yours is below. And here again, I'm doing exactly the same as before, just coming in with those beads of acrylic and building up that fade until I'm happy with how it is. And now all of the design work is done. I went off camera, capped them all in clear acrylic, filed, shaped, buffed and all of that jazz, and this is what the nails looked like. I then decided on the pointer and the pointer and little finger, I was going to do some stamping. So I'm going to use this floral image here. And I'm just using my Beauty Big Bang stamper and some Nicole Diary black stamping polish and just stamping that image roughly in the centre of the nail. And then I do exactly the same on the little finger as well. I just wanted to give this set a little bit of something extra, to be honest, and I'm really loving stamping at the moment. And then, as I said at the start of the video, on the marbles, I wanted some black running through them like it. Because obviously the flower image I showed you, it had the purple, the yellow, white, and then these thin black lines. So I really wanted to represent that in my marble, but I didn't think it would work with acrylic. So I decided to pull out the gel paint and just run some lines through the marble just to finish it off. I don't usually do marble this way, so it was a bit of a struggle for me. To be honest, I don't do any freehand nail art. It's my nemesis, and it's one of those things I pick it up with practicing and put it back down again because I just struggle. I really would love to do a course or something because I feel like the only way I'll get anywhere with some freehand nail art is to do a face-to-face course. But yeah, this is easy enough to do. So I'm just running that black gel polish through that marble. I'm trying to really think about where I'm putting those lines so that it works with the marble that's underneath. And hopefully with all of this coronavirus stuff going on and all the self-isolating, I will actually maybe find some time to sit down and practice some freehand nail art. So I might be a little bit better with it by the end of it all. And this black gel paint is the Goddess black gel paint from Nirvana Nail Supplies. And I haven't tried many gel paints, but I'm quite impressed with this one. It was a really nice consistency to work with. I thought, to be honest, I put off buying gel paints because I thought that they wouldn't be much different to gel polish. But this is definitely a lot easier to work with than gel polish is. So yeah, if you are looking for some gel paints, I would definitely recommend checking out these Goddess ones from Nirvana Nail Supplies. I will leave a link for them in the description box below. So again, here I'm doing the same as the previous nail. I had got a little bit more confident here with holding my brush. As you can see, it went a little bit easier. But again, just following my marble underneath and thinking about where I'm placing those lines so that they look nice and appealing to the eye. I then popped them in to cure for 60 seconds, and now it's time for the absolute best bit, which is top coating. So I'm using my CJP tack-free top gloss, and I'm just going to apply a nice even layer of this to all of the nails. And then once I've finished applying that, I will pop these in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And then guys, that is pretty much the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, then please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. As always, I have left a little clip at the end showing you guys what the finished result looked like, as well as a picture for you guys to check out. So yeah, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all again in the next video. Bye bye.